Hey Al, how's everybody doing? I don't know if I'm in the video or not. I'm not real good with this thing. I think so. Let me make sure. Yeah, man, we're good. Hey everybody, how you doing? I've done a video in a bit. Thought it was about time. Had a cool night here in Vermont. I've been cleaning up in one of my little winter hangouts here. I redid the stovepipe. Not real interested to see. Getting the old stove cleaned up and running. In the process of cleaning up, I came across this hanging here. Piece of paracord. The snap on it. And I'm going to tell you the story that goes with it. It's pretty sad. Disturbing and sad. Oh, 25. My God. Could be 10 years ago. I don't think it's quite that long. 8 years ago. In the spring of the year, I was out looking for morel mushrooms. And I was going along the interstate fence over on my land. I've done videos over there, some of you have seen. And I looked up ahead and I said, oh my God, we don't have bears in this part of Vermont normally. They're seeing some around, but they're not real common here. I said, oh my God, a bear got hit by a car and came down off the interstate, and here's a bear skull. I went over and I picked it up, and it was a big skull. It had pretty good teeth in it. It was a good sized animal, not huge for a bear, but a good sized dog. And when I bent down to pick it up, I saw that snap in the leaves. It was with the head, which naturally was there. You can see the size it was. That's a pretty good size for a dog's neck. Somebody had parked their car on the interstate, and they'd gone down over the bank, and they tied this dog up about this length. In the bottom of the fence, they tangled it in some brush. Well, you could see from the ground the dog had been there a while. There was scratching on the brush, and you could tell the rest of the bones were there, and there was hair there and stuff. And my first thing, the way I am, was rage. You know, I was just infuriated. Oh, I'd like to catch that son of a bit, you know, and the whole thing. Well, it's water over the dam. There ain't a whole lot you're going to do about it. The police aren't going to get involved. They're definitely not over a dog, as we know. And I'm not a real good pet owner. I don't mind dogs, but I don't own dogs. I haven't owned a dog in years. The last dog I owned, I put down when my grandson was born because he would bite children, and I would not talk. If she would bite children, I would talk like that. I won't have a dog that bites like that. There was no. She's just, if they walked by her, she'd nail them, and we'd had some pretty good battles over it, but she never learned. She was a little beagle. I thought she'd hunt rabbits. She was better on deer, but that's not legal. She wasn't supposed to run deer. Anyway, it went on, and I'm up there, 5-6 months later, and I'm sitting on the tailgate of my truck. Nobody there with me. Beautiful, sunny August afternoon, Sunday afternoon. I wasn't working. I didn't have to work. I was up there. And all of a sudden, it's like somebody jumped up beside me on that truck. The suspension of the truck literally settled. Well, I came off that tailgate, I want to tell you, in a hurry. And I'd had some other funny feelings being up there after I found this dog. I can't explain them when I was up there. Well, I'm looking at the truck thinking, what the hell was that? You know, what did this? What did this? And all of a sudden I thought of this dog. I don't know if it was male, female. I, since then, have named him Brutis. I talk to him when I go up there. Yeah, I don't care. Tell me I'm crazy. I'm old enough so I could care less what somebody thinks. That. I talked to him. I don't know. Could have been a female. I don't know. It was a big dog is all I can tell you. And I talked to him. Well, right then, I don't know why I did it, but I learned this a long time ago. That if you have an animal that you've scared, especially a dog, not so much cat won't do it. Cattle, they'll relax better if you do it. Sit down. Just sit right on the ground. Sit right down. I mean, a lost dog that's pretty timid, I've had them come to me where you could catch them, and the people that were, they'd be running after them, they couldn't get it, and if you just sat down, the dog just came up to you. He was all, well, I just sat right down on the ground. I said, it's okay, buddy. Really, it's okay. I'm really sorry, and I just, not that a dog could understand what a person's saying. I don't know. I spoke in a relaxing tone. Let me put it that way. Because it didn't matter what I said. And I've tried to do videos on this before, and I've never posted them. I don't know if I'll post this one or not. But it was really, quite an experience. I'm sure that was that dog that jumped up on that truck. Because there was a real calm afterwards. And I've never had those feelings again. I talk to it. I sit down occasionally when I'm up there and say, where are you, old boy? How are things going? And like I said before, I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was just a skeleton. I really don't know. It was a big dog, and somebody on the interstate wanted to get rid of their dog. I don't know the details. I mean, there's ways of accomplishing this without doing something as horrible as that. I mean, you can take them to a vet's office and look at a vet and say, I have absolutely no money. I cannot take care of this dog. We have humane societies, but if a dog is sick, and I'm not going to say all, but a lot of veterinarian clinics will take the dog and put it down if the dog is truly sick, or they will instruct you, well, go to this clinic, or go to that, go here, go there with it. But there's alternatives to doing this besides that. I mean, my God. Not that I agree with doing that to an animal either. They could have just let it go. But to tie it in the brush, in the woods, I know a guy that lives a ways away from there. There's nobody close that lives there. It's quite a ways away. And I said, did you ever hear a dog crying or carrying on? And he said, no, I never did. I never did. And you could clearly see where this dog had dug at the brush and stuff that was around there. And it always has bothered me, but he's always been a part of me. And he will always be a part of me. And when you post on YouTube, one way or another, that video is forever. They're out there. If you search, you're going to find them. And this video is not for me, but this is for you, Brutus. You got a hell of a bad break in life. Other people are going to know you now, and maybe they'll look up and speak to you. They say all good dogs go to heaven. Hopefully somebody up there wants a dog that somebody else didn't, that's in heaven, and they took him under their arm and he had a good life. Y'all have a great evening, and I hope this video meant something to you. I'm about ready to start crying again. I usually do get some tears about it. Like I said, y'all have a great evening. Talk to you later.